Hi, air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your July 2021 love and romance reading. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when you go into subscriptions every time I do a video. Even if you don't go into subscriptions, I put one out every Saturday. So let's get started, air signs. Let's get into your love and romance. The first one is flexible. The next one is come to the edge, and it's upside down. And the last one is never ending story. So this relationship was here to teach you how to be more flexible. You've come to the edge, to the jumping off point, but it says you are not ready. Maybe you think you should be ready. Maybe you wish you were ready, but you're not. And this never-ending story, you're distraught because this is coming to an end, and this is not what you wanted. You didn't want this to happen. This wasn't something that you wished for, but this was divinely guided, and this teaching you how to be flexible and come back to yourself and to go on. Like, you wouldn't have picked this for yourself, but that's okay. You didn't have to. This person, they're not ready for you, and you're ready. So you're not ready yet, but you know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I mean. I'm going to dive deeper into this because, God, air signs, we've been on this journey together for a while, and I love doing your readings. And this is all about getting back connected to we're connecting your head to your heart. Not we are, you guys are. You're doing the work. It's hard as shit. It is brave as shit. And you guys are showing up for your own life. And I know that you have shown up for everybody else's life first, but this is your time and your permission to show up for your own life. And you guys, you didn't need my permission, but you have it and you're doing it. And I am so proud of you, air signs. This is the hardest time of your life, and it is the best time of your life, all in the same breath. Okay, so let's get a little hope going here. It says teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important, which is yourself. Okay, it says in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? Yeah, me too. It says it's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. Okay. So you guys, usually what happens, and I'm showing you this card with this person, holy crap. When I say flexible, like, you guys are being so flexible. And when you become rigid, you had to be rigid in order to survive. So this isn't, there was something wrong with you because you were rigid. You were disciplined. And that was what you needed at the time. You are now learning how to be flexible. So maybe you went from this to now you're like a contortionist, because usually we go from one extreme to the other. So maybe right now you're not realizing what is, from going from rigid to being, how flexible should you be? So this is a practice area. This is a gray area. So when I'm going to say you were so rigid, you were a 10. And now you've gone to so flexible, you're a 0. So this is trying to find the 5. Like, you don't have to be a 10 and you don't have to be a 0. You're trying to find the balance between the two. What can I live with? What is acceptable to me and what isn't? And how you know that, how you learn that is it will come out in your body first. You will have a physical reaction in your body. If the words can't come out, if you can't say it, if you're hemming and hawing, I'm going to tell you, if you always said no in the beginning, you learn how to say yes. And then you learn the gift of discernment. Of sometimes there's still times to say, no, this isn't right for me. Just because you always said no and you feel like, God, I have to say yes to everything. Then you get to the point where you can say yes or no. It doesn't have to be all one way and it doesn't have to go all the other way. But at first, usually we do. Usually we go from one extreme to the other and then we come back to the middle. And so you go from a 10 to a 0, and then you might be a 1 or a 9. Then you might be a 2 or a 9, or a 2 and an 8. You might be a 5 one day. You might go back to a 7. You might go back to a 0. You might go back to a 2. It is practice. But how you feel it in your body, usually when things are good for you, you feel lighter, you feel freer. You feel like you can breathe. You usually don't go back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? For me, how I've learned a lot of times when I feel torn and I can't make a decision, for me, usually the answer is no. As soon as I say no, that shit stops. When I'm happy with a decision, if I'm looking for a dress, and I find one and I get it and I don't totally love it, I keep looking. Usually when I'm happy with something, I stop looking. I don't keep looking at dresses when I found the one. I don't keep searching for something else when I found the one. I don't keep looking. I'm really happy with my decision. So I hope that helps. The other thing is when things aren't good for you, and I'm telling you guys, when it comes out in your body, and when you feel lighter and freer, that is a sign of, yes, this agrees with me. My body feels better. A lot of times when things aren't good for you, and I'm saying you feel them in your body, migraine headaches, sick to your stomach, anxiety, depression, flare up of an autoimmune disease. This is your body reacting when you're not sure. Another thing you can do, a lot of times when I'm telling you it comes out in your body, ask somebody else for their opinion. Like, try and get a second opinion. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it or go with it, but sometimes just hearing yourself say it out loud or getting someone else's opinion, someone who you trust and value, who doesn't make you feel like shit after, somebody who you actually feels like they listen to you when you speak and they're not judging you. That is another way to talk to somebody about a situation if you're not sure about it yet. And it says, come to the edge, and it's upside down. So this is all about a girl who was ready to jump off, but she's not quite taking the leap yet. So let's dive a little bit deeper with this one. We're only going to dip our toe in the water. You don't have to dive into the deep end. So it says, fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is a time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. False evidence appearing real. is hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love that part of you. Ask, is this true and real right now? The answer, most of all, is a likely no. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned. In spite of your fear, even when you are not feeling confident, Spirit will always catch you. You guys, I know you feel alone right now. You are not alone. The divine spirit, your angels, your ancestors, your deceased loved ones, they are with you. They are cheering you on. I know you're afraid you're not going to be okay and that the rug is going to get pulled out from underneath you. I can assure you, you are going to be okay. The rug is not getting pulled out underneath you. You don't live there anymore. I know it still feels like you do and you're reacting like you do, but you don't. You are safe. Let me repeat. You are safe, air signs. It is that fear has become, that was etched in you. I mean, that's in your DNA. It has been passed down for generations. I know if you are watching me right now, you guys are releasing this fear and you are no longer carrying this for your family anymore. And I'm crying because I know what that's like. And you guys are breaking the cycle. You are changing the generations that are coming behind you. You're changing the life for your children. Like, that is brave as shit. And I know the fear is way worse than what is actually on the other side. So the divine is asking you right now to breathe and to trust and to be where you are and try not to go down the rabbit hole. The next one is the never-ending story. Your story is not over. It is still continuing. And it's like beating yourself up, the wounded ego. It says sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, for another, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now, you have an opportunity for healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all of those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. It says not only do you need to begin a new story, I'm going to tell you, this is part of your story. You're going into the next chapter, the next phase. You don't need a new story. Your story is what makes you who you are, and where you are right now is in something that feels incredibly painful and incredibly scary. And the reason why it feels that way is because you've never been in this situation before. So when you're in a new situation that you've never been in before, you're extremely vulnerable. So the people you need to seek for advice and for permission are people who value your vulnerability and aren't going to shame you for not knowing what to do or how to do it, because this is new to you. So I'm going to tell you right now, to all the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, you can trust yourselves. If you feel like, I'm not sure if this person is telling me the truth or if they're being honest, or I'm getting all the information, they're not giving me all the information, trust that. Trust that. That means not there's something wrong with you or that person's a liar or an asshole. The person can't give it for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with you. If they're not being honest, it's because they don't know how to be, not because they're trying to play you or take advantage of you. It's they're not capable of doing that, and you need to find somebody else to help you, and that is all. Usually, my experience has been the first person doesn't always mean they're the right person. Maybe they were here to give you some information, but not all of it. But if you get the feeling like they're not as helpful as you need them to be, you need to listen to that and to get somebody else. So it says the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, so this is saying there was another woman in this relationship. Not to trust this woman, not to trust this person, but you guys, again, you need to trust yourself. You can trust yourself. It says mirror. It says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflection of our wounds, introspection. You guys, I'm telling you, this other person showed up to take over where you left off. Not what is wrong with you, or this other person. There is nothing wrong with you. You are a child of God. When somebody goes outside of a relationship, they're trying to meet their needs. It has nothing to do with you. You are not able to fill what they lack anymore, is what that means. They have outgrown you because you're not feeding that part of them that they needed to be fed, which is usually a sickness. So it says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflection of our wounds, introspections. So this person held a mirror up to you, or you held a mirror up to this person, and maybe they didn't want to see it, or you didn't want to see it. You weren't, but you guys were holding up each other's mirrors and you guys weren't ready to look. I know you guys are looking in your mirror now, and I'm going to tell you, you are beautiful souls, and you need to find that out on your own. Somebody else cannot fulfill that for you. And it says love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. You guys, you're carrying your own heart, and your heart is huge. And maybe they returned your heart back to you, which I say thank you. But part of somebody returning your heart back to you, the first part of the process is fuck you. And then the second part might be fuck you, no thank you. You know, it takes a long time before you get to, thank you so much for giving me my heart back. I didn't know that I gave it to somebody who's not worthy of receiving it. So it's like going from A to Z. You can't. You have to go B, D, E, F. I'm forgetting my alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F. G, you have to go through the whole alphabet. You don't go from A to Z. So this person gave you your heart back, which I say thank you to this person. You can still be mad and say fuck you to this person. That's okay. It's part of the process. You're not doing it wrong. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. You can be mad now. And eventually you are going to be able to say thank you. Might be a week from now, it might be a month from now, it might be a year from now, it might be 10 years from now, it might be 20 years from now. You'll say thank you when it's time. Children. You guys have children together. It says your love life is being affected by children. Oh my God, and there's dogs and a puppy. So it says you're in separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon, which you guys have been apart or you're getting apart. It says attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, so you guys, you were meant to have children with this person, or maybe raise children with this person, or pets are your children, or you have children and pets together, but this relationship was necessary. You needed this person, they needed you to propel you into the next phase of your journey, to start your new chapter. This was necessary. This was from the divine. This was for your spiritual growth. It says, yes, you're separated, time apart from your partners on the horizon. And you know what? It's been on the horizon, and either you're in separation, you're getting separated, or you're going to be separated. But when you're going to attract the right relationship for you is you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So when you guys are present, when you are in your own body, when you are being your true authentic self, that's when your romantic love is going to come in, which I think it should be now. You guys, you are present, you are in your body, and you are enjoying each moment the best that you can. So for all the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, I am sending you all the love and light in the month of July. This is your sign signing off. Thank you so much for watching.